everybody. So you may have heard me speak about the Weaver ProCool Climbing pads. These are the Velcro version, and they are from Weaver Arborist, of course. So you can go to weaverarborist.com, and as you can see here, they have different kinds, and they show you a little bit about their cooling technology. You can get them for varying pads. These that I'm climbing on are standard Buckingham steel spurs, or steel hooks, steel shanks, whatever you want to call them. The interesting thing and good thing is that they have right and left marked on the pad itself. And when you buy the pad, it is just the pad. So if you don't have good cups, or if you don't have any cups, then you'll need to buy the metal cups, and they have this leather strap that's riveted on that velcros over, so you just have to move that out of the way. And I bought new cups with this pad set, so now you're gonna have to fight these cups into a stiff pad, which not ideal or fun, really. Took me a little bit to do this, a number of minutes, maybe 5 minutes or 3 minutes per. It's really, since the pads are fresh and the leather is, not worn in at all, they're hard to bend. They're hard. There's not much space between the inner pad and the leather piece, and you have to just do the best that you can to get those things in there. It takes a few minutes for sure. Make sure, of course, that you put the right cup with the right pad. You wouldn't want to get them backwards, because then you'd have to take them out and redo them. And if you put the wrong one in, the strap at the bottom for the spur shank won't align. And you'll see that here in a little bit if you do it the wrong way. I did it the right way, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So once the cup is fully inserted, then I actually did this backwards here. I would really recommend putting the shank through first and not the adjuster plate, and push it all the way up past the mounting point, and then put your screws on. But you can technically do it the way that I'm doing it here. The leather strap at the bottom here that I'm trying to put this adjustment plate through, bracket or whatever you want to call it, is very tight, so you're gonna have to fight with that a little bit. And you need to make sure that the eyelet on the adjustment plate and on the cup can align easily or correctly. If you have the wrong cup in, that will not happen. So you need to make sure that they do align when you put them in. And then you slip your, shank in at this point. Well, like I said, I would have slipped the shank up past first, which is what I did on the next set. And then just find the right length of adjustment holes. I've been using these shanks for a while, so there's a line worn in the paint, so I know where it needed to be. And then you are going to insert a threaded barrel nut, like this one. It's got threads on the inside. It goes inside first, and there's 2 of those. And then you're going to put the hex head with a flat head slot screw attached in that. And don't forget to put those little locking washers. That keeps the screw or the bolt from coming out. They're not very big. You can lose them easily, so make sure you can get your hands in there and fiddle with them. And then, of course, make sure you have both of them in there and just tighten them down. Just using a flathead screwdriver. You could also use a nut driver to do the same thing, just to tighten them down a little bit, because you don't want those things coming loose while you're climbing for sure. And then you're going to slip the adjuster plate back up in line with the cup eyelet, and you want them to be in alignment enough that you can see through them and they're pretty matched up, because the leather strap that's on the rivet is going to spin around, and then you're going to tuck it through both of those just like so, and then you're going to pull it tight and velcro it down to the pad itself. Now, I've had these come loose a couple times, but honestly, it's not been a big deal, because even when the Velcro comes loose, the eyelets on both the cup and the adjuster plate don't allow it to shift too much, and therefore it doesn't really move. You just re-strap it. And yeah, that's how they go. They're set up. I mean, so you'll notice that I also have the Buckingham Velcro lower straps, which are amazing as well. They're just, I love this setup now. There's a possibility I'll be getting some aluminum spurs here in the future from Arbortech. They're like tree hogs or something. We'll see if that works out. If it does, I'll definitely do a review on them. These are just steel spikes. I hated these spikes with the Big Buck traditional pad. I loved the pad, but I hated the two leather straps that dug into my calves, and they were heavy and they were hot, and just, yeah, not ideal. Hard to adjust, in my opinion. But these things with the Velcro on the upper and lower just are awesome. They're just wonderful. So I actually love climbing in my spikes again. So definitely give them a go if you want a lighter pad that's just super comfortable and is air wicking and air flow oriented. I sweat a lot less in these than I used to in the other ones, and yeah, it's totally worth it.